What up, YouTube? What up, snappers? It's Fizz. Subscribe to my channel. Tell your tall tale below. You can find some of my music in the link description. You can contact me further in there. And some interesting stuff in the link description. I'm also going to be writing a book soon, so stay tuned. I appreciate you for tuning in. I want to say what causes heart attacks. Also go to my channel to find out a bunch of other videos about health, conspiracies, and myths. I want to talk about what causes heart attacks. And I base everything off experience, not science. A feeling, because life is a feeling. So, being lazy would be number one, what would cause a heart attack, from not moving enough. Just number one. And there could be a spectrum of it, of moving too much, like exhausting yourself, which would be pretty much going too hard. And really the only way you could do that, I guess, is like causing too much stress on the body. And I guess this can be done multiple ways. Jogging forever, marathons, and beyond that. I don't really recommend that. That's too much wear and tear. If you want to do it every now and then, it's fine, but to keep doing it repetitively, like train for something like that, you're definitely going to set yourself up for a heart attack. And you're going to wear and tear down your knees before you know it. So it's not good to run on concrete either. I know that's not the fact of this video, but it's not good to run on concrete. It's not at all. And if you think it is, take off your shoes and go run on the concrete and see how far you go. And just think you got shoes on and absorbs the impact. No, it doesn't absorb as much as you think it does. It's unfortunate, I know. Also, like, just causing too much anxiety and stress on you. I guess it could be caused mentally, but then it could be, I guess, also chemicals, obviously, hormones, genetically modified food, radiation, again, exposure to the chemicals. These are all things that cause stress on the body. And again, like lifting way too many weights, like just way too much. And injecting yourself with steroids. So like stress is a main thing, but that's gonna let's just roll in the number two, which would be diet. You can eat whatever you want. You'd be so healthy if you ate raw food. You wouldn't even have to worry about a heart attack, because if you ate raw food, and if you ate meat raw, I guess you could eat it cooked if you want, but I recommend eating everything raw. That way you could never overeat, because I guess overeating could be a heart attack. Again, with not eating at all. But I would subside, other things would happen before it came to just a heart attack. But like starving yourself for way too long. So if you ate all your food raw, when you eat raw meat, or just meat in general for the most part, but like I said, I recommend eating it raw. Your body tells you when to stop eating. So overeating can definitely cause like a heart attack. But if you ate all your food raw, then you'd be good in hands. So diet plays a key. Burning your food, carcinogenic, not good. I guess like smoking too much, especially like man-made cigarettes with chemicals, fertilizers in them, whatever they put in all those industrial made cigarettes, commercialized, natural tobacco and weed, not as bad. Weed definitely not as bad. So diet plays a role. And again, if you ate all your food raw, you wouldn't have a problem, and you wouldn't even, I wouldn't say you don't have to move, but you wouldn't have to really exercise or do like physical strenuous workouts per se if you ate all your food raw. You just wouldn't have to. You wouldn't have to worry about anything if you ate all your food raw. And I know this can be hard to some people, but once you eat it raw, you don't look back at all. I don't see me eating cooked food at all. I mean, it's just because food's not for taste, and when it's not, you just think it is. Some people are really unaware of this. Most people are. The sheep. Bah. I'm not saying you can't enjoy food and be at your leisure, but you should eat food. Food's meant for survival. It's not meant for taste. So yeah, eating your food raw would be a plus. And once you eat it raw, you're not going to look back at all. 3 would be drugs. And this can go from medications the pharmaceuticals make for you that cause heart attacks, doing just too many drugs, like maybe smoking too much, though weed's not necessarily a cause of that, but maybe too much tobacco, and obviously other drugs, heroin, crack, whatever, all these miscellaneous drugs, doing too much of them, ecstasy, pills, stuff from the pharmacy again, vaccinations, just drugs along those lines, doing like uppers and then downers, drinking too much alcohol. Like, these things can really damage you and can lead to a heart attack for sure. And this relates to number 1, but being in a stressful environment, I guess, or unhealthy, polluted area could really do it. Definitely take a toll on you. And number 4, I guess, kind of ties into number 1, which they all subsequently lead into one another purposely. They're all linked together in some way or another format. Like believing you're healthy and you have a strong heart and you don't have any problems, and having strength and being encouraging, empowering. There's the littlest, tiniest black bug on my thumb. It almost looked like a tick, but, well, I don't know. It looked like a tick, but it was awfully small. Smaller, super small. Smallest I've ever seen. Almost as small as one of them little red ants. Look, he's still on me. He went from my thumb to my leg. So just enjoying what you do, living a life that you want to do, not someone else, because they're stressing you. Peer pressure, the economy, the worldwide view, what the media says, the propaganda. Doing what you actually enjoy and what you love to do. And again, moving around in some type of way or another. Stretching could be very beneficial, but overall just loving your life and not being negative or pessimistic about things, and always thinking about the future or the past and looking down upon things instead of looking up, being bright and happy, and whatever goes on, it's going to suit you. because that's what's going on. You're doing the best that you can, and being you and being original and not afraid if you have to speak, because it's your choice to speak, to say what needs to be said and do what needs to be done, and have confidence and live your life out. So that was number 4, just being empowering to yourself and believing you're healthy, and take responsibility of your thoughts and control yourself and express yourself in a meaningful way, in a way that means something to you, because sadly a lot of people are going to put you down. That's just how the world works for the most part. With a lot of negativity, they're here to gun you down and make you feel negative and hate on you, but just use that to be inspiration and inspire you. You know, it doesn't matter what you do. People are always going to hate until you get big and famous. That's why a lot of people necessarily do things like fake it to make it, lie, make like a persona of like an alter ego, act, because this is what people enjoy and what people want necessarily, and they don't want, you know, like if talk about like a movie with Johnny Depp, Pirates of the Caribbean, how, you know, how he doesn't even watch his own movies. He even admits that. But that being said, he is not the one in the movie. You see this movie and then you see him in real life. He's not this guy. You know, he's just playing an act and a role just basically for money, and maybe because he liked it. Though I don't know his thoughts, and I imagine he would have some circumference to it because he does do it, but maybe he's just doing it for money. So just doing what you love and doing what you enjoy, and stop restricting yourself and restraining yourself and beating yourself down and judging yourself and comparing to one another, and enjoying your presence and loving, and stop sacrificing yourself. Yeah, so those are my 4 ones, and to go over, number 1 would be don't be lazy. Number 2 would be like diet, definitely raw foods. 3 would be avoidance of chemicals, vaccinations, medications, pharmaceuticals, fertilizers, chemicals, toxins, radiation, pesticides, herbicides, just man-made chemicals, stuff that's not naturally found and that's not made in a laboratory. And number 4 would be just believing in yourself, mind over matter, and believing you're healthy and have faith in yourself, and praying, being loving, and being thankful of your presence, enjoying the moment, forgetting about the past, not worrying about the future, and just relaxing. Take some time for yourself and ask yourself questions and see what you really want to do. Do you really enjoy yourself and the things that you do? Are you making a life out of this? Hence a lifestyle. Does it invigorate you, and are you expressing yourself in the way you want to? Are you afraid to be who you are, and why? Are you doing the things that inspire you and make you want to come back and do more? And just overall, are you living out the life you want to? Or are you restraining yourself and pushing yourself back and talking down and saying this and that? You tell me in the comments below. Let me know how you feel and tell your tall tale. Subscribe to my channel. And you can check out the link in the description box for further exploration. Also have other videos. This ain't my only one. You can check them out. I'm here to spread awareness. And I'm a raw dude. I give raw info. So yeah, check out some other videos. I'll also take video requests. If you have any, let me know. I'd be inspired. Also, give me a thumbs up if you're gonna live out your life and not care if you have a heart attack or not. In that words, I mean not think about it and live on and keep moving on. And even if you do have a heart attack and you still live, you still have another chance, and you get to keep living. So it's up to you. That could be a warning sign, and you could improve on something or make a change that needs. Yeah. Give me a thumbs down if you're gonna think you're gonna have a heart attack and you're gonna think it so much your heart is gonna blow up, like you're pumping air to it, and eventually it's gonna inflate so much that it's gonna blow up and it's gonna go pop. Also, I'll say number 5, which I guess I just thought of it now. Eating too much sugar for some people, and when I'm talking sugar, I'm talking like fresh fruit and honey, I guess, not necessarily unheated raw honey, but depending on how your body metabolizes it. Too much sugar, and I'm again speaking on fruits. I guess if you want to talk about any sugar, too much sugar can be too much for some people and detrimental. So yeah, those are my tips on how to avoid a heart attack or not to have one. Okay, I'll see everybody later, snappers. It's Fizz tuning out. I appreciate you for tuning in.